show and we'll fly. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shit if you wanna ride away. We just have to turn to play. Second drills up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in a bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. been working, you complaining, feel the pressure crashing over me. I understand you're losing patience, cause it feels like an eternity. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars on the sidewalk. We'll throw all the bills away, cause that shit's all paid. It's exciting. So won't you tell me, what are you thinking? Let me pick apart your mind. If you feel the way I do, tell me, won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? You've been telling all your friends that I don't treat you like you think I should. But you know that, girl, I warned you that this life with me is not secure. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars on the sidewalk. We'll throw all the bills away, cause that shit's all paid. It's exciting. So won't you tell me, what are you thinking? Let me pick apart your mind. If you feel the way I do, tell me, won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? You say you're tired, and I say, darling, it's alright. The sun will come out before we're old, we'll get it right. And we were falling like stars, and there was hope within your eyes. But we were younger then, we'd never be apart. We're just people, we're just people. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes we get it wrong. We're just people, we're just people. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes we get it when you can't touch the ground and your head is underwater. I would dive in for you before you drown. And you're asking me why.
Shots into Tokyo, and Tokyo needs to. I don't think he knows the dangerous situation he is in, but he perhaps is able to spoil it. To sense it. Oh my god! The Kobe Biao got ammo wrecked. Uh-oh, I think he is in deep trouble. Can't pull back, because if he pulls back, the ice ball will be ready to... Good evening everyone on the EU server. We are back on day 3 of Proof Skill Tournament number 2. Sorry for a late start, but suddenly I have to go to the toilet, so when it comes then can't really deny that. However, I'm back, so that's good to know. If you have no idea what you're watching, pause the stream and read. But otherwise, here are the number of cups each client can earn tonight. Tonight it's going to be the third day, so the first place of each group could earn as many as 2011 cups. And here is his timeline. We know that today is the last day of the second previous skill tournament, and tomorrow will begin immediately. The third previous skill tournament will be following that, and I'll be back on Tuesday or Wednesday. And this is also the overview for the autumn season. In the bottom left hand corner, the top 8 will go to the professionals tournament, 9th to 16th place will go to the challengers tournament, and finally 17th to the 32nd place will go to the lower echelon championship. And Blitz Cup, we will be seeing matches on every Thursday and Friday. I believe official stream will only be here on Friday, so Thursday it probably will be streams by separate streamers, and the prize pool for each region is $50,000. The fourth place will earn more money than the first place in the last 3 seasons, so getting into the top 4 is pretty important. This is a schedule for tonight. Do note that the semi-final will happen 50 minutes past, not 51, and final 40 past, not 42 past. And here we are. My top 8 guess. It could change after tonight's games. I have a feeling I won't change, but maybe we will. I don't know. It all depends on A1A1 versus Radcom tonight in the quarterfinals, as I don't think anyone is streaming that. Probably, let me find if anyone is streaming that. Yes, Nubita is streaming that match, so I think that match is going to be very important in deciding the top 8, and also pretty much my choice for top 8. I don't know if it's going to affect my choice. It also depends on the score line as well. But if you want to have an experience, have a feeling of the battle of the top 8, go and check out Noob Eater's channel. He's streaming probably one of the most important matches this season. I believe there will be even more important matches coming in the next 2 proof of skill tournaments, but Noob Eater quarterfinals, A1N1 versus Rackham, it's going to be extremely exciting to watch. I mean, ours is not going to be bad. Avery is going to stream also the same bracket as I do, Raid versus Rat 3. Other than that, I mean, looking at the grouping, you are seeing Group 2 A1N1 versus Rackham. Winner of that match of that game will face BPS. Jones will face either Phoenix or Hate. Phoenix definitely would like to beat Hate to further to increase their chances in the top 8. And Group 3 we have Endgame already in the semi-final. We'll be facing either Red Team's first team or Sparta, with Immortals' first team facing either Raid or Rap 3. We'll find out who is going to join Immortals' first team very soon. And finally, we have the Group 1, Loka and APA in the semi-final already. And Chai Raiders against ASP and Veil's second team. All hopes on them now, because Veil's first team, according to some people in Veil, they didn't have enough yesterday. That means the power rating didn't change for the Veil's matches because Veil did not have enough players. They are still here, so that's good. They are still here in the top 8. Will it change tonight? They have to beat Retty in order to pretty much remain in the top 8. Otherwise, there is a chance that Rackham and Phoenix might overtake. But I have a good feeling that APA and A1A1 will overtake Veil tonight. And I believe Rackham probably. I don't know. We'll find out tonight though. Whether Veil's second team can beat Retty's second team. It's not going to be easy, but we'll find out soon. Oh, Mutsu. Hello, Mutsu. How are you doing? Leaderboard. I've changed the leaderboard. Oh, I got a room. Good. the leaderboard is as follows on this side. Yes, this area. So changed red tea, the number of cups for red tea and quick. I mean, there was some error in calculation. I thought I mean, quick won against IOS. They lost to IOS 0-2. I thought they won them 2-0. So it was a shocker. And then we have Red Tea, which I thought they didn't get to first place on the first previous skill tournament, but they did. So here we are. Nope. Red 3 versus Raid on Fort Despair, which is pretty heavy oriented. Let's see what's going to happen. Red 3, I don't think anyone saw that coming. I don't think anyone would have thought Red 3 would definitely be in the top 16. But they are currently in the top 16 and they are actually pretty solid there. We are now seeing them taking double M60Os, a Crown Wagon by surprise, Blaze in E100, and Pew Pew. I thought it was PewDiePie. No, Pew Pew in MX50B. And on the other hand, we have Raid going with double M60Os by Falcon and also Messi. I believe Money is not playing, so we can call it Messi for that M60O player. Naro in the mouse, OG AMX M4 MLE54, which is an interesting choice. Probably the worst heavy tank, in my opinion, in this game. But ever since the nerf of some of the heavies, it could become a viable choice. I mean, the frontal armor is pretty good, but the gun is it's not really good, and the mobility is also a bit on the meh side as well. Jungle in the 90.01p and Blaster the captain of the team in the IS4. My prediction for top 4, oh interesting. I think top 3 is pretty much easy to guess. Well, I could jinx them though, but BPS, Luca and Endgame will be expected to finish in the top 4, if not top 3. It all boils down to that last spot, whether it's going to be Raid or Jones. So I think we will see how Raid performs here, but I could see the case for Raid and the case for Jones. I mean, Raid, you have a lot of these players that played together back in the spring and also winter season this year, and some of them were from the winning team in 2018. So I can expect them to do really well this season. They are definitely back, and with a working seeding, definitely. Raid weren't harmed by the terrible seeding before, by the terrible seeding now. They were harmed horribly before, and that caused them to play in the challenges and won both of them, quite convincingly. So now that Raid is pretty much solid in the top 8 and through to the 3rd day, and I think this is the most important. If you're through to the 3rd day, then you have a solid chance in securing a spot in top 8 if you also perform well in the first 2 days as well. And definitely, there are 3 groups tonight, and Raid would relish the chance to finish high tonight. And if they could dislodge Red 3, their next opponent will be Immortals first team, which is going to be really interesting to watch. I heard that they had some really good players, so it will be a hell of a fight. And we're on Fort Despair. You aren't seeing any medium light, I believe. I don't think you are seeing it on Red 3 team. No, it's full-on heavy, which is to be expected on Fort Despair because this map is quite small. You just have to run around. It's kind of easy. It's kind of easy to, you know. It's kind of easy to rotate. But that's what I want to say. Yeah, but I also feel a little bit strange that we're gonna be put Area 9 to the same bracket and we are just following the same matches. That means we are just kind of competing with viewers. But here we go. Let's actually see Red 3 Blue Team side spawn going mostly to the northwestern corner with Raid. Let's follow OG here. Who spotted out Blaze? Will be putting a good shot. Yes, it's a great shot into Blaze. OG on the other hand will go for C. And they're going really passive near AB. And now in a really interesting position in a mouse. Quite tall. I think... Oh, bloody spotted. I think he's able to catch. Oh, that was not a good bounce from Naru there. I think pretty much exposed the position of Naru, but it's a mouse, so you don't know. It's going to be really hard to penetrate that frontal armor here. No, I won't give you keys, Mutsu. Goodbye. B is going to be captured by Red 3, but the cap advantage is with Raid because they captured C more quickly, so Raid just need to defend nicely and they should be fine. North side's a bit more difficult to defend than the south, in my opinion. Or maybe not. I don't know what to say about this, but C, getting a cap lead on C is not as good as getting a cap lead on B. Basically, you have disputing to side scrape, and maybe to get a cap stop potentially. But B though, you have to go out in the open, and you will get shots while doing that. So if I were a team, we're in a team to play on Fort Despair, I would really want to get a cap lead on B, because having a cap lead on B would give you a much better time to defend. And C, and as for Raid, they're just going to be really cautious about Red 3 momentarily going into C and giving them back the cap lead. But Raid has a lot of experience with that, to be I can definitely guarantee. So what will Raid either do if that happens? They will either try and push on C, or maybe they will go push on me. And they will have to do either one. It all depends on where the Red 3 position most of the tanks near C or near B. And if it's actually near C, then and by common sense you would rush B. And if not, then go for C. But high chance that most of the time that there will be a lot of tanks trying to go for C, not B. So I think Raid position themselves more towards C. I think trying to get the spots up, to be honest with you. But the M60s can be easily rotatable, so they can rotate to try and shut down Blaze on B. Not sure why Blaze is going really aggressive near B. I think it's to get spots up. To figure out where Raid's tanks are. And if Blaze isn't actually getting spotted here, then Red 3 might have a clue that Raid is actually positioning themselves pretty hard near B, but they're actually near C, I mean, but they're actually pushing on C, and you're seeing Crossfire and Blue side scraping near C, and I think there will be a lot of action happening around C. And Raid is actually now putting shots onto the rushing tanks onto C now. Bloody has taken a lot of hits. Blue is in deep trouble. Hipwin's still with Raid though, but it seems Raid has more control over the map than Red 3, but already Blue is now dead, so they have to get the tanks out of the way as soon as possible. But Raid, for some reason, are not actually responding much. And the hit points are still in huge favor of Raid. They're approaching this one slowly, and we're seeing Misha and Drizzle doing a 1 versus 1. But looking at Crossfire from Messi and Falcon, they kill the tank, and Red 3, the player here, is going to be the focus for Raid next. It's now going to be a 6 versus 6. Hit points still in huge favor of Raid. They need to kill off Red 3 here. Surprise, it's now dead. And the 1 versus 1, this battle will go to Drizzle, I believe. Red 3 is now dead, and it's now going to be a 6 versus 4, with Pew Pew trying to find OG, killed off OG, but I don't think that will help too much with Raid. Now 5 tanks with a good cap lead, healthy cap lead. Looking for Taco next. Taco will probably be the next tank down. Falcon's going to put a grey shell, and it's going to be Thin Blue that kills off Taco with Pew Pew, the last person standing. I think Thin Blue will put a great HE shell. It is going to be a big HE shell, but it will be Falcon finishing off Pew Pew. And I think that's, I don't know if it was a bit of a mistake from Red 3. Certainly, that E100 is pretty much giving the information to Red 3, but it seems they are ignoring that kind of information. I would not have kind of sent everyone to C, knowing that Raid not really positioning any tag near B, so I would have pretty much gone for B, or maybe a push on A, or maybe trying to cap A instead. Not really going for C. Ray just expected Rap 3 to do that move because they don't have the cap lead. Blue, unfortunately, is the sacrificial lamb. Not his fault though, he has done a good job holding as long as he could, actually doing a decent amount of damage, although last in the damage, but Ray shared the damage and hit points pretty well, and Ray definitely deserves to win the first match. And we are on to the second match on Fort Despair. So far, Raid is leading 1-0 and they are looking strong. Red 3, they need to kind of improve on their the situation awareness probably, and I think it also boils down to experience as well. And I mean, if you're putting that E100 that far ahead, then you should really make use of that kind of information. And I would have actually do something unorthodox and try to get to A. maybe A would get spotted, but I think that is possible, to be honest with you. I think if Red 3 goes for A instead of rushing to C, then I actually think Red 3 would surprise Raid, but we will never know. We're now on to the second match on Fort Despair. Hello, Such, how are you doing? And we're now seeing Raid, I think, going for the similar setup. Oh no, Blue dropped the IS4 in favor of M60 with Rap 3. I think going for a similar line. Oh, they're going for double mouse this time. Interesting to see how it's going to go. When is the finals? That will happen an hour and around 30 minutes later. So that's a lot of time. Currently, we are in the quarterfinals. Raid have spotted some tanks, and Blue is now spotted. I don't think he's able to shut down Bloody because I think there is a glitch with the cover. Great shot into Pew Pew though. Maybe could try and HE that. No, it's not successful. But Blue has done more he could, to be honest with you. And they still don't have the hit point pool advantage, but they have chipped away some hit points from Rat 3, so that's good. Now is trying to get a cap lead on B, and if Raid does get a cap lead on B, pressure's on Rat 3 though, but great reset shell from Misha onto Naru. Oh, Blaze trying to reset Naru as well, but the 1-on-3s are there to deny Blaze for doing a lot of amazing stuff to Naru. C is going to be captured by Red 3, which means Red 3 will have the cap point advantage, and Raid also lost some hit points with Fin Blue and Falcon as well. Great shot into Bloody here, and Red 3 now needs to stay safe and kind of not drop too many hit points because they're currently bleeding a lot. With Misha in that position, shouldn't lose so many hit points already. Now down to 1,424 hit points. Blaze, this is actually a tough position to work with. Personally, I won't send anyone there because it's hard to kind of to provide support, I believe. I remember having a mouse there and just having a tank there, and it's just quite difficult to work with. But anyway, it's still on Raid that needs to make a move, not Rap 3. But let's see if actually Raid does better in reading the situation. I mean, they don't have the E100 that goes that far ahead of B. I'll see you then. Thank you for joining. But Blue, and this is why I say if you have cap lead on C, this is what happens. He momentarily goes into C, get a cap stop. If you can't, pull back. Raid now has the cap lead now, so Blue does not need to go for C. They just can hover over C. They have the cap lead now. Now that Blue has momentarily made a cap stop on C. Ray just need to defend now. B is actually out in the open. Actually not defended, to my surprise. Drizzle taking some hits as well, but Raid has splat Rap3 quite a lot already, and we are now seeing Messi going in. I think we are seeing a big push coming in to surprise the mouse. Falcon's going to push shots, but it's a bounce though. Messi can't afford to bounce, and it's a great shot here, but Falcon, another bounce by FinBlue. Oh, they need to stop bouncing because Rap3 potentially could shut down the tanks, could shut down the rush towards this enemy spawn. But now and Drizzle has come in. Messi is now dead with Naro looking for Pew here. With Rap3 also dead, Pew is now down to one shot. And Pew, it's now being blocked by Naro. Drizzle will go down to Taco instead. And we are seeing Pew killed by Naro. And Blue just going in straight. Finding Bloody, that was a great, that was a great target here. And Blue will put another shell in the entire clip into Bloody. That was a terribly low roll and for the last shell though. But Raid still has 4 tanks on the battlefield. Bloody now killed. And it's a 5 versus 3 with Taco still relatively healthy, but Misha and also Blaze now being one shots. Blaze now dead. Misha is now really low. Raid leading a lot in hit cap wounds too. Falcon's now dead. And it's going to be 4 versus 2 with Taco dropping a lot of hit points. The HE shells penetrating from behind. Misha killed by Blue, meaning Raid 2-0 here. They're on the match point. Raid definitely a lot more composed, a lot less leaky. Rap3 dropping so many hit points while defending a cap lead. And as I said before, getting the cap lead overseas might not be the best idea because Raid Blue did really well getting a temporary cap stop, and Raid just simply pulls back a little bit, allowing Rap3 to make a response. And Rap3 doesn't really have a decisive response. They're a little bit panicky there, and Raid capitalized on that and made further advances towards Rap3 spawn. And because Rap3 drops so many hit points during the battle, Raid just a tiny little bit of push is enough to topple Rap3 defensive setup and handing Raid the second victory of tonight. And we are now on to Hellas. Raid looking very strong at the moment. Okay, Rap3 is now changing up with Surprise now in IS7. Quadruple M6Os by Bloody, Misha, Pew is in the figures like Taco, another M6O, and Rap3. Blaze is in the Kravwagen. Raid, on the other hand, we will be seeing triple M6Os by Blue, Falcon, and OG, Messi in the Victus, and Drizzle in the VK, FinBlue and Naro double 113s. Ooh, hopefully we have more viewers soon. 30 viewers. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the stream so far, the matches so far. Raid looking pretty dominant here. If they continue like this, they should have a good momentum coming to Immortals first team matches. A Raid on Hellas, they would be relishing their chances to do a 3-0. Rap3 getting into the third day is a big achievement in itself, and I think tonight's probably going to be a learning night for them. They're trying to do as good as they could, but Raid is such a great team. It will be difficult to dispatch. And let's actually take a look at Pew. We'll be getting a lot of spots in for Rap3. FinBlue spotted, Messi spotted, but Pew took a hit from Messi. Probably not the best start for Rap3. And Ray committing most of the forces near C, with Drizzle in the middle trying to get spots potentially on AB. But Rap3 is just committing their forces over to C actually. Naro dropped some hit points. Rap3 a lot less leaky so far. With FinBlue, that bounce onto Blaze, not the perfect start for Raid. And Nara also drops some more hit points here. Oh, great shots onto Rat 3. Tracked momentarily. Oh, shot once again down to 947 hit points. We're now seeing, Blue and also Falcon now probably doing a 2 versus 2 with Blue bouncing onto Misha. Falcon needs to push out, and with Taco coming in to support Bloody, they might make a push 3 versus 2. I think that could work. They're probably waiting for Misha to reload, but Red 3 already dead while trying to cross to support the M6Os, and already they waited a little bit too long. The M6Os have rushed in a little bit too late because it's now 3 versus 3 with Blue down. Hit points in huge favor of Raid at the moment. I think that was the timing wasn't the best for Red 3. Blaze is almost dead as well. It is going to be the case with Thin Blue maybe the next time down. Bloody is now dead. With Thin Blue also dead, it's now 5 versus 4. Rep 3 is now struggling to continue with Taco. Oh, that was not a good HE shell there. And I think I hear a miss here somewhere. With Misha down to 1 shot, Taco is now dead. And then that leaves Pew Pew the last person standing. Rep 3 a bit too slow near C, and when they are hesitating, Raid already make a push on the other side, and they were a lot quicker in killing the tanks there. And Raid coasting through to the next round. We'll be meeting Immortals first team in the semi-final. Rep 3, they need to be more decisive with their decisions. I think that's a good idea with those M6Os to try to push onto the corner, into the southeastern corner, because they have the advantage. But they left a little bit too late. They waited for that M6O to reload, but I think they should have made that move even when M6O was reloading to kind of, distract Raid, and they left it too late, sadly. And Raid just a lot quicker, a lot more agile than Rep 3 in every respect. 5 tanks do more than 2k, and they really deserve to qualify to the semi-final. Let's see, we have more results coming in. Alright, ASP against Charities, they're still playing though. And Vale's second team against Red T, they are still playing. Group 2 we have Phoenix versus Hate, they're still playing with A1N1 versus Rackham. Hello Blue, how are you doing? A1N1 versus Rackham, they are still playing. And I think we might be the first one that's finished. Red T's first team against Sparta, they are still playing. Obviously we're the first one that is done. I will play some matches myself while I wait, so feel free to join Noob Eater's stream if you want to have a look at some really exciting matches. A1N1 versus Rackham, I think that would pretty much decide the fate in the top 8. Especially for Rackham. If they lose to A1N1, they will have a tougher time to get into top 8 in the next 2 previous skill tournaments, and A1N1 can further cement their place in the top 8. So while you're waiting, I do recommend you to go and watch Noob Eater stream, Noob Eater 9000 stream. So yeah, if you want to stay here, then feel free to do so. Very welcome that you're staying here. We're gonna play some. What else do I need to play? Yes, I need to receive at least another class, second class. I played a lot of TDs too earlier on. Well, let's play some IS7. You guys saying it got buffed. Finals is going to start at 40 minutes past 9 in the evening for the Central European Summer Time. And here we go. Okay. We'll tag that Antixio here. Ooh, come on. Got it. Nope, no rewards for watching. Nope. Oh, got it. I thought I would bounce that. Not the case, seems. Well, why do we have 3 players near the spawn, though? Very strange. Thought you would be a bit more advanced there. I mean, we are pretty much to the enemy spawn. I'm just going to gamble. No, there are no rewards for finals. There are no rewards if you watch the finals tonight. No rewards, so don't expect that you earn anything if you're watching finals tonight. Maybe we'll have rewards for the professionals tournament. Good. We got a tank, another tank out. We'll go to the AM accepted E. Yeah. I don't know if I will get second class here. Don't think I've done enough. The team is really good. Yeah, Jato. I'm just going to stay. Yeah. Well, it's going to be T62 killing that off. Well. It's a great start. Unkilled 1. I mean, it's going to be a really long time before I have to kill 4 tank destroyers. It's really hard to do that. I don't find a lot of TDs nowadays. But let's see the results for other groups. Oh, Vale's second team has beaten Red Team's second team 3-1. Congratulations here to Fujin especially. So Vale's still alive, still afloat in the top 8 battle. They really should thank the second team tonight, though. At least they will get 4th place. Meanwhile, Charitas and ASP. They're still playing. Meanwhile, Group 2, Phoenix versus Hate. They're still playing with A1N1 versus Rackham. Oh, do we have a result? They're still playing. Meanwhile, Sparta has knocked out Red Team's first team 3-1. And they are through to the semi-final. Congratulations to Sparta. Dispatching Red Team's first team 3-1. That means Red Team, they will both their teams would bow out in the quarterfinals. And if we also calculate the number of cups, hello, Dim, how are you doing? if we calculate the number of cups, this is going to be the new leaderboard now. I might get it wrong. I think I've missed someone. No, I didn't miss anyone. Okay, so this is the new leaderboard. Let's change. Okay, this is the new leaderboard. Endgame BPS and Locust still in the first place. Immortals 4th. Jones 5th. Raid 6th. Vale in 7th. APA in 8th. A1M1. We don't know if they've beaten Rackham or not. Currently in 9th, but if they've beaten Rackham, they will be tying APA in the number of cups. Phoenix in 11th. ASP 12th. Red 3 13th, Sparta 14th, Red T 15th, and TTT 16th. If Chai Raiders win, they will probably overtake TTT to get 16th. And let's see actually if we have more results coming through. Let's see about Chai Raiders against ASP. They are still playing, so it could commence. It could progress to a tiebreaker. Meanwhile, Hate and Phoenix are still playing with A1M1. A1M1 has beaten Rackham 3-2 in a tiebreaker. Congratulations to A1M1 here, and I have to say, they are further cementing their place in the top 8. But they have to dislodge other clans in their group though. It's going to be hard. It's not impossible. But beating Rackham, probably one of their biggest challenges this evening. I think the next opponent will still be hard, because next opponent they are facing will be BPS. But they have a good chance. They have a good chance to finish 3rd, because it will be either Phoenix or Hate going through to the next one. But I have to say congratulations to A1M1. Meanwhile, Vale's second team, they still have a chance against Chai Raiders and ASP though. We'll find out, and let's update the bracket as well. Okay. So we're just waiting for Chai Raiders vs ASP and Phoenix against Hate. Do we have a result? And they still don't have a result. Okay. Phoenix 3-2 against Hate, and they're through to the next one. So it was a tough one for Hate. It was a really close game, but Phoenix are through. And that means Phoenix will be closer to the top 8 now. We update the table. They will earn more cups. And they will overtake Rackham tonight, I believe. Let's update the leaderboard. And overtake Rackham they shall. Wow. But this got ping. Okay. Let's generate once again, because I think it's appeared. Okay, we got it. Okay, with Phoenix qualifying to the semi-finals, they will overtake Rackham in the leaderboard to the 10th place. Rackham falling to the 11th place. It was a tough one to take, to be honest with you, and not the best seeding as well. We've yet to find out the result of Chai Raiders against ASP. If ASP wins, I don't think they will overtake Rackham, but it will be close. It will be really close. If they can win Vale's second team, they will overtake Rackham too. However, the top 8 still endgame BPS located Immortals, Jones, Raid, Veil, APA, and A1M1. Hello, the Flying Flower, how are you doing? And if I try to find the result once again, Tri Raiders against ASP. ASP won against Tri Raiders 3-2. So that means ASP are now through to the semi-final. And they might overtake back in the number of cups. And they will be facing local next. Okay, here we go. ASP, very close to overtaking Raccoon. It all depends on whether they could beat Veil's second team tonight. Meanwhile, AP and A1M1, they have a big match coming up. APA, I think, especially would want to be qualifying. They have the best chance in overtaking Veil tonight. So far, they're currently in the 8th position. They're going to be playing against second team of Veil, so a huge chance for them to overtake them. Meanwhile, A1M1 against VPS. This is going to be tough, but never say never. They can surprise us all. Alright, kind of my server got exploded a little bit. Good. Oh, we'll play some more games and then we'll play until the room is up and let me pick the Almighty IS4. There we go. Next match is at 50 past. Yeah, that should be mentioned while we are in the lounge. But oh no, can't quick draw. No, can't quick draw here. But this is going to be really tight. How can I actually do you? I did. Oh, nice track, nice track. It's going to be enough though. Overpeaked. T110E5 overpeaked. On a Emerald. Oh. Oh, sorry, you got Emerald. But you got Emerald. Your Emerald was damaged before. This is why you don't want to overpeak, because this happens. Oh, I got it again. Tarnvag, it's all yours. Oh, bounced. He bounced the shot. That's good. Yeah, I'll let you. Good. Well, that's just an XG splash, so it's nothing good anyway. But again, sorry for spamming heats. That's kind of required here. Yeah, I mean that's oh. Yeah, sorry. We're just spamming that. I don't know why I'm saying idiot. And someone just being a bit disgruntled. I'm just going in. Why not? Well, that's a max roll. I didn't expect that. Death Star is still here, which I'm a bit worried about. You will get a hit from me. And then, oh, Death Star relocated. Okay. Well, I have to go in then. Get this out of the way. Oh yes, bouncy shot. Yeah, to use heat again. Oh, where did you appear? Okay, good. Nope. Oh no. Nope. Oh, that was a big opportunity missed. There, we didn't quite win in the end, and I didn't kill any tank. Oh, still afternoon here in NA. I see, I see. Hopefully you have a good time. And yes. Teammates didn't do really well though. Don't know why. Let's try again then. Still have time. A lot of time. Let's go for IS4 once again. Maybe we'll get some kills. Because I really need kills. TDs especially, so maybe if we can kill T124 or 263, that would be amazing indeed. But I have a feeling that we will have a lot of action going on to the southeastern corner, and that is exactly where we're going here this time. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I don't think enemies will show up there, so I'm going to the southeastern corner. Well, obviously, it's evening in EU, and I'm just crawling my way to the southeastern corner. Hopefully, I'll be there, and our teammates would not have lost too many hit points. Oh, that's not good to hear. You can't sleep. Hopefully, you're able to sleep. Oh, good. It's red, so I can't really do that. Well, I can push. And we almost got projectile out of the way. Well, actually, our team actually doing fine on in the northwestern corner. We are almost killing a T215B. I'm just going straight to the E4 now. And take my shots. Good, we kill a tank there. We can kill the 263 as well. That would be a huge bonus. And if you're living in the UK, it's currently 7 something. Yes, I think the corner did a fine job. Nope. I'm trying to knock down the meetings. Oh, there was a ram. Well, Crown Valiant's almost dead. Nice. Exceptional. Another good team. I don't think I'll get second class here. I can't complain. I didn't do a lot. The team did well. So let's see if we have more luck later. I think we have around 4 minutes until the room is up. I'll play one in 260. Oh, don't. Dare me. Oh, obviously, I'm playing on the EU. Or are you asking me, or are you asking someone else? I mean, that was kind of a car crash earlier. Yeah, area, but no, I mean in the game, not in reality. Oh, hello. No, didn't quite connect. Oh. Good. Well, that was a low roll. Oh, something hit me from the back. But I'm focusing on that. DB first. Go back, go back. Oh. How come you ammo racked me like that? Gosh. That was painful. I think they should be able to win. I believe. Well, it looks a bit ominous for me. I think they can do it, I think. Oh no, that was a terrible miss there. That's AP. Turn. Oh, that was a terrible one. Yeah, that 1-2-1 is in heaps of trouble. Oh, I'm not sure if DPM's going to be quick enough though. Oh, that was unfortunate. 1 versus 3, I don't think we get it. Come on. Potentially all of them one shot, so have to. Yeah, I think the batch that's coming from behind they have to choose one tank to go for. But I mean, the hesitation is really not helping anyway. Yeah. It really didn't help. Oh! Oh, that was not a good shot at all. That Death Star is going to pick them up. And it is going to be the case. Lucky that Death Star just ammo racked me and I can't do anything in the end. And we are now on Black Goville. Peter is streaming on this once again the same match. Bit weird why we're being allocated both Ari and I to stream the same match. We aren't even co-commentating, but it is what it is. Black Goville, Raid vs Immortals, 2 really strong teams. I think we are in for some exciting matches, and I will probably going to analyze some of the matches here. So please stay behind after the matches, and unless they're just a bit too quick or a bit too dominant, then I probably won't do that. Okay, so Immortals, we are seeing quadruple M60Os by Sticky, Cora, Max Verstappen, and then potentially I'm not sorry. Days in the T22 Patron crew, Kranvagen Naoji in the Vickers Knight. Raid is going for Blaster in the 1-3 alongside potentially Finblue. Then we have 6. I think another player will show up soon. Falcon and Narrow double M60, Messi the Vickers Knight, and OG in the M4 MME 54. I think we're just waiting for Django to show up anytime soon. Okay, here we go. Raid Jungle is in. We'll be taking the IS4 instead. Black Goville to change the setup a little bit. Hopefully, it will show up correctly, the overlay, but Black Goville. Expect it's quite an open map, so I do expect quite a lot of hold down and also lights and mediums, and Immortals taking 2 of them with OG back in the unusual M4 MLE54. I think this, if E7 is watching this stream, can you for one stream take an AMX M4 MLE54? A bit disappointed early on. The last match you didn't use an unusual tank. Not happy about that. Please use please keep on using an unusual tank every match, and I will be happy. Good. And Immortals, more of a common lineup. We'll see what's going to happen here. Good. Black Goville. Hello, whoever is speaking in Japanese, could you translate that in English? I don't know what you're talking about. If you could, that would be really nice. Black Goville, double R13, isn't it? Last turn, I think I announced it already. But Raid pretty much going for a similar lineup as before. I think not 113s. I think the first time we are seeing 113s here. Interesting stuff. Black Goville. Let the fun begin. Let the fun begin. Oh, both of them saying good luck to one another. I think Days was in Serenity before. And Blue saying the hub. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, tool by itself started, but there is a 5-minute delay on the stream. So it might say 50 past on my stream. But that's going to happen 5 minutes later because of that delay. But exactly, it is the exact time that the tournament starts. So here we go. Messi going for A. Going to capture A. Days actually spotted Messi. Oh, it's a bounce. It's a bounce from Days. Can't quite connect to Messi. Oh, great HE shot from Days onto Messi. Take a little bit of hit. I don't think Messi could go for A. That tank a bit too tall. We're seeing... I'm not sorry trying to put shots into it. Messi. Don't think it's quite successful though. Immortals, on the other hand, will be capturing C with that biggest light. And that means Immortals will get a cap lead here. Raid... Either they need to go really aggressive, it seems. They have occupied the corner, the caves, 4 tanks there, but they're going even more aggressive. They're pressing far forward now. They're trying to apply pressure onto Immortals. Immortals have spotted those tanks up with Days, and that T-22 will be very important in getting the information for Immortals. But Immortals have dropped so many hit points per Chong crew. Oh my lord, what happened there? I think got permatracked and already taken out. So Raid, the pressing definitely worked, and Immortals struggling to cope with that. I thought it would have been other way with Immortals stripping away a lot of hit points. I thought they were in good positions, but for some reason Immortals already lost a tank with Pachong crew. I think that was some unfortunate permatrack right there. And Raid is now moving backwards, diverting but that was spotted, so Immortals might regroup. They will definitely need to regroup, knowing that Raid is now repositioning themselves. It's now 7-6 for Raid, and they have a substantial hit point pool lead. However, they don't have the cap lead because they've captured a lot later. So they need to kill another tank to flip the cap points back to their favor. But by the time they killed another tank, why not just go for a rush and kill everyone off of Immortals? So Immortals dropping even more hit points. They have to stop doing that because they are now under more than 3,000 hit points of deficit. If it continues this way, Raid would have no trouble winning this one. Although they need to get the cap lead back. This is going to be a game for Raid. I would say it's really Raid to lose right now. I really don't see how Immortals can come back from this. Now down by more than 4,000 hit points and dropping even more hit points, and they are bleeding. They are continuing to bleed. And Raid's just Korra on fire momentarily. But now Raid just looking to make a big push onto RG. Could have let it wait till they receive a double tap as well. Falcon might be looking to put a shot into RG. It's a track shot though. Pretty much reduced the mobility of RG and receives another hit from Falcon. Hit points still in huge favor of Raid right now. And they're looking to make a push down the middle. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's now going to be a 2-shot, but they lost OG. It's now going to be a 6-6 here with C also being captured. Cap points is going to be taking back in favor of Raid soon, and they will get B. Immortals now regrouping, rotating to A, but they will find no one. And at the same time, they will get spotted and get crossfired by Raid. So Immortals, they are not really helping themselves with that rotation. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's now dead. That leaves now 5 versus 2 for Immortals. RG now very low. Messi running away. They can allow Immortals to get A now that they got both B and C. Sticking also Max Verstappen, trying their best to get a tank out of the way. But Raid is just being very aggressive. They're just going to push with no mercy at all. Max Verstappen now down to 1 shot. They will let Fimblu come in, but Naro kills off Max Verstappen, and Fimblu kills off Siki with RG killed as well. This is going to be Raid's game, and that is a dominant performance by Raid. Everything went south when Patron Crew lost all of his hit points like that. Not sure what happened there. I believe it just got perma-tracked. And Immortals just didn't have a response. They kept on bleeding, and Raid, they didn't need a really fancy push. They just need a good, solid, well-coordinated push, and that the victory is theirs. Raid 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Immortals really looked off here. I believe it's just only the first match. Maybe they can do better in the second one. So let's continue to watch. Raid 1-0 so far. Okay, here we go. Raid, this time, same lineup, I believe. Immortals, taking something different with double I7 by Sticky and Days. RG Crown, double M6O by Sorry I'm Not Sorry, and Korra Max in the T125 and E-Downs IS4. Back of Black Movie. Back in Black Oval. AV1 host reference right there. So, Raid versus Immortals. Raid started really well there. The Immortals, they didn't want to have that kind of trigger here. If it continues this way, Immortals, are they doing a GV here? I mean, earlier GV just didn't quite show up on the Asia server, losing to host 0-3, the big upset, and it was quite embarrassing, to be honest with you. Let's not mention that, and let's hope that won't happen to Immortals, but they they looked very lackluster today. Let's hope I won't use the word inept, because that's a strong word, and I know that Immortals is not inept. So, here we go. Messi is going in. Vickers Light. And to be honest with you, you said Asia quarterfinals is boring. I don't think EU server is offering a lot better. I don't know. Just my opinion. Not to say that both are boring. I mean, both are good watch. I mean, both are really good watch. And to be honest, I think Asia quarterfinals are better. Basically, you understand the level is higher. I'm not saying Rap 3 is bad, but yeah, I do think the Asia one is better for the quarterfinals. But I digress. Raid already captured C, and they will have the cap lead, but Immortals will get 8 next. They will be just 1 tank away from flipping. With RG taking a hit already, Raid just standing by near their spawn. They just need to hold. They don't need to do a lot. And they just have to wait until Immortals make a move, and they don't want to be in a situation like last time whereby a tank just got taken out so quickly. The first few minutes, Drizzle taking a hit, meaning Immortals still has a good hit point pool lead. And it's all on Raid to make a defense, to hold well. Interestingly, this time Raid holds a little bit more backwards than Immortals. Immortals have the line put up a bit further than what Raid's doing currently. But will it work for Raid, or will it not work for Raid? Korra going aggressive near this area has to be really careful, but the obstacles should have it. And B might be captured by Immortals. There we go. And the Narrow saying affirmative. What are you talking about? Flying fluff. I hope I didn't say anything terrible to your team, TAT. I don't believe I said anything about TAT, so not sure what happened there. But Raid, with Drizzle taking some hits, but also Immortals bleeding. But hit points are still really close, so both teams are actually bleeding, trading, and still Immortals with a good hit point pool lead, and Immortals pressing hard. On the other hand, their backyard might be a little bit left unguarded. They are doing a 2 versus 1 with OG and also Blue. They are trying to push RG. Immortals need to address this issue. They need to make a move on the other side. They killed off Narrow here. RG could be taken out soon. Immortals is making a response. RG is now out of this, but Immortals also kills off Drizzle. Hit points are in huge favor of Immortals right now. They are leading by more than 1,000 hit points. Immortals, they might lose a rounds very soon, but Blue is a one shot, will be killed by Sorry I'm Not Sorry. And Messi, someone's telling Messi to get A, but no, I don't think that would be the best idea, because Immortals really dominating here. I think getting the tanks up might be more important in this situation, and Stakey's now out of this game. Falcon's trying to go down. Sorry I'm Not Sorry, still really healthy, needs to get out of the way. Might be looking for Max Verstappen, but Falcon is dead. They need to start killing off tanks. Messi, a one shot, will be killed by Days. It is the case. 3 versus 2. Will Ray still stand a chance here? This is getting really close. Oh dear. OG looking for Days. 2 versus 1. I think that's a good call. Blue, great shot into Days, but will Days have enough DPM? OG's on the drone reload. That's not good news for Raid. With Blue dead under the hands of Sorry I'm Not Sorry, Immortals get the second one. And they've definitely recuperated after somewhat unfortunate first match. And Raid, this time, it's a good idea with Blue. And also Messi, I believe, or was it Blue? I forgot. Onto one single tank. 2 versus 1, great idea from Raid. Immortals kind of left that unguarded. But more importantly, Immortals did better with the pressing. And also they reacted very quickly when one of the tanks got rushed. So that gave Immortals a a good advantage in the end, and they were leading by around 2,000 hit points at the point at the late game stages, and they have enough caps in the end, I believe. And that was a great game by Immortals, and I can tell you this is exciting stuff. Raid and Immortals 1-1. Never know what's going to happen next. It is very close. And we can forget what happened the first match. Immortals didn't quite show up. Probably they haven't warmed up. Probably using the first match as a warm-up game, but they are back. I don't see any sign of Patron crew. I think got replaced. That's what she said on the subs bench as well. Good night. Come on. I think Edams went in instead of Patron crew. Oh, sick. It's going to spectate. So, here we go. Fourth Despair. We know what happened last time. It's very heavy oriented. Raid did really well there. Can they continue over to this one? Immortals is a lot more harder to beat than Rep 3. So they have to be at 100%. I'm sure they will. They are a decent team. And Immortals, they might be on a good run now, because they dispatched Raid really well in the last match. Had a good awareness that doing the pressing really well, chipped away a good chunk of hit points of Raid. And we just saw OG skidding through the map, but it's back to normal. I think there was some kind of ping issue for my end. Got some loss, some packet loss. Hopefully that won't continue until that. I hope that won't continue, because that would be nice. Yeah, I think we are back. Good. Immortals this time, red team going to the A side, but no one's crossing to B. RG taking an interesting route to go into B. We'll be capturing B, but the cap advantage is with Raid. Once again, cap advantage on C is not as good as B. So they have to be 100% aware of what's going to happen next, especially when Immortals know they can just do what Raid did for the sub-spawn. Cap stop momentarily. Oh, great AG splash onto Narrow. Raid doing the same strategy, I believe. And Immortals, I don't know if they hatch. I don't know if Immortals know that they hit someone in the bush. Don't think Narrow was spotted. Pulls back, but he was not spotted. But I mean, if you were getting shots, maybe a good idea to pull back. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Shrine once again to push shots, but it didn't hit anything. Messi is spotted, and Falcon looking at C. This is what the double M6Os were doing the last match. Overlooking C. Whoever's trying to rush into C will get heavily punished. But Korra took an Nechi splash. I think that's just quite minimal. That's not going to change a lot. Oh, good. Thank you. I was worried for a moment that I said something terrible to TAT. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should say it now. TAT is worse than TTT, and you will never ever reach the level of Seek. Good. joking. I'm just joking. But all the best to TAT this season. Raid rotating. It's quite unusual though, because they have the cap lead. They're just abandoning C outright. I'm not sure if that's a. I think that's a surprise brewing, but Immortals knew a surprise is coming. I think that could backfire. Raid's plan could backfire. That surprise no longer a surprise. Now B is going to be captured by Raid, but C is captured by Immortals already. Will they overtake Raid in cap points? And they do. They will overtake Raid in cap points. Oh my lord. That gamble didn't really pay off. They're dropping more hit points now. I'm a bit interested to know whether Raid would have regretted making that decision here, because now Immortals are looking to make a counter push onto Naro. Naro is actually so far forward, has to stay back and not let Adrenaline overtake his senses, and I mean his thought process. Immortals looking to shut down Naro now, and they are swarming into B, but they are kind of hustling around that area. Naro is finally dead, and Raid has lost the tank and lost the cap points as well. And Immortals trying to go into B, but Raid is defending that. Hit points still in huge favor of Immortals right now, but Raid is trying to do the unthinkable. They're trying to create choke points, and that means Immortals could lose a lot of hit points. They're trying to break through Raid, but they are having some huge difficulties. Raid trying their best to maintain the choke points, and that's now being breached. Max pushing up and now killed by Maxi, and hit points in huge favor of Immortal still. That choke point didn't quite work out as intended in the end, but it was a valiant effort here. Falcon's now dead. It's now 6 versus 4. RG now dead. There is still a glimmer of hope for Raid. The Immortals leading in hit points and also caps. Sticky's now dead. Fimbul's now dead. 4 versus 2. Does Raid still stand a chance here? I don't think so. 2 versus 1 for both ends. Korra could go down in any moment though, but Daze is on the drum reader. Blue. So Blue, can Blue do it? Can Blue kill off Korra? I don't think he wants a bounce. Korra is now killed, and Daze looking for Blue. Just only a clip away from getting killed. Blue needs to bounce some shells. Great shot into Daze. Daze needs to land that last shell and will finish off Blue, meaning Immortals now 2-1. Oh my lord. I'm enjoying this. Immortals is back. Immortals is here. Don't underestimate them. Immortals picking up a lot of momentum right now. They have 6 tanks doing more than 2k, and Raid only 3 tanks doing more than 2k. But I really like what Immortals is doing, punishing Raid hard for that surprise. Raid tried to make a surprise by trying to push onto V, but Immortals know something is happening, and they and they reacted to that really well. And Raid had no choice but to try to press once again, and they lost the cap lead, and they were struggling to maintain a temporary defending setup near B. They tried to create choke points, and briefly I thought Immortals might lose the advantage they have, but no. Simply Immortals just had too many hit points to spare, and they breached the front line of Raid in the end, and Raid couldn't do much to salvage that situation. And Raid, I believe if I were a normie watching this stream, I would have said Raid should have made that move, but I understand that Raid wants to make a surprise, thinking that they're still defending C, but it seems Immortals know this better, and Raid, that move didn't quite work out, but I know where they were coming from. Not sure if this match happened once again, would Raid do the same thing to rotate from the other side? I think that's a good question to ask to Raid. Here we go. Immortals back with double IS for Kran, double MCO, a T125, and a WZ113. On the other hand, Blue, we have triple M60, a Mouse, a VK 90.01p, and double 113. Raid Blue Team South Spawn with Immortals Red Team North Spawn. Well, let's look at Falcon for now, or Shao Falcon. Do check his channel if you haven't already. And here we go. Falcon not spotting anyone. C is going to be captured by Immortals probably, and they will have a cap lead this time on C. Interestingly, Raid is not doing what they did last time. They are not going to get a cap lead on B. They're actually Not really sure. They're trying to chip away the points of Immortals. Let's put it this way. But I found it a bit strange that they're not going. They're not trying their hand on B. Now they're trying their hand on B. But would it be it's too late though? Oh, Naru taking a bit of hit as well. Drizzle going into B. Can they get B before the gap is beyond 80 cap points? Now we're trying to boost Drizzle. Don't think it helps anyway, but they will get B just within a kill away from flipping. So Ray just need a kill. Daze is a bit low, so Daze has to be really careful working in this platform here, on this platform here. He doesn't want to drop any more hit points. Naro saying negative, and with Raid still near B. Naru also as well. It's on Raid to make a move. They still have the hit point pool lead, but this might not be very important because one shot from Immortals would flip it back to their favor. So Drizzle has to be really careful. I mean, that shot onto Drizzle means that Immortals will have the cap lead once again, and Immortals doing the same thing as what Raid did last time, but will Immortals do it better this time round? Raid going for C. They will get cap lead, maybe not, because Immortals have a substantial hit point pool advantage, the cap advantage. They are trying to push shots onto Immortals, but Cora great shot into Drizzle. It doesn't seem like Raid is doing better. Raid is, I don't know what to say. It seems that Immortals doing better here. They still have a good hit point pool advantage, but will Immortals overtake Raid overtake Immortals in cap points? No, I don't think so, because Max Verstappen will get A. Oh no, it's an important reset just in time from Messi. Max Verstappen once again going for A. It's a bounce though. Surely Max will get A this time now, and they will get A. Hit points are now neck and neck. I think there is a lot of action happening around B area. Messi is now freed up, might be looking for E-downs, but Immortals keep on pressing. So for Ray, they have to start pushing onto Sticky, and also E-downs. If they hesitate, I think Immortals could have this one. They need to start making a move now, but they're not. They're actually waiting for Cora to try to, I mean, the rest of Immortals trying to push. They lost both Naro and Messi now. It's now 6 versus 5. Hit points still neck and neck, but the gun advantage is with Immortals right now. Drizzle's also dead, and Immortals have 2 guns of advantage, and they have 2 caps. Now Raid is struggling. Falcon's now really low. Sticky coming from behind, looking for Fin Blue. OG looking for Algae now. Algae now down to 1 shot, and he has to rotate out of this. And he's going to wait for no one, because Falcon and Fin Blue now both killed. This game goes to Immortals, and Immortals are through to the final, and which team will they meet, we'll find out soon. And Raid starting off really well, only to be overturned by Immortals 3-1. Raid falling apart in a spectacular fashion, and I am a bit a bit confused why Raid didn't push when they have like 4 tanks, so they can push like 4 versus 2. Like it's such a good opportunity. Messi spotted there is a big push coming for him. Definitely the right time to push onto the other side of Immortals. They didn't do that, and they just waited until Messi got pushed, and they lost 2 tanks consecutively in the end. And I would have gone for a counter push when Immortals trying to push onto Messi, because Immortals needs to go for a long way, but Raid doesn't need to, because it's really close. So Immortals did better than Raid when it comes to the surprise over to the northwestern area, and Raid struggled on Fort Despair, sadly. And here we go, Immortals through to the final, and let's see the results of other matches. Okay, Locust through. They've beaten ASP 3-0. Well done there. At the same time, we have APA losing to Vale. 1-3, second team of Vale. Won against APA, 3-1. A big upset, I have to say. I didn't see that coming, and certainly Vale's second team will be included in the power rating tonight. I just have to include that later tonight. That means APA will not overtake Vale's second team. Vale is still firmly rooted in the top 8. Will we see Vale combine their teams in the next two Pro Skill tournaments? We will find out soon. Group 2, we have BPS qualifying 3-0 to A1M1. Another result that A1M1 is hoping for. And certainly, it will be between A1M1 and APA in the top 8 now for tonight. In the meantime, we have Jones beating Phoenix 3-0 as well. And finally, Endgame versus Sparta. They lost to Sparta 0-3. What is going on here? Wow, what a huge result for Sparta. 3-0. I'm not sure if Endgame only showed up with only 6 players, but that is really weird. Oh, they were 6, so that won't be counted to the power rating. Sadly, Sparta will get a huge boost in the points. But that won't help. That won't affect them a lot in the top. That won't affect them a lot in the top 8 because they are firmly rooted in. I mean, they're at least in top 4, so in this group. So I don't think that will be a big problem. But that was a huge upset. But that's to do with Endgame showing up with only 6 players. Luckily, neither every nor me, and neither every nor I were streaming that match, and that would not be nice for viewers, but we were blessed with Immortals' amazing win against Raid here. I'm not sure we have enough time for analysis. That's what we have enough time, but no tiebreakers this time in the semi-final. And I have to check Fuji's stream whether well, I mean it's 1-3, so at least it was a valid result. So that will be counted. APA will lose a lot of rating, I believe. Yeah. That's not a reward stream. There is no reward stream for all my steps. I have a feeling you're using a steps reference. I mean, steps. It's an interesting group. Not really into their music though, but I do see the appeal for a lot of people. But if we update the table now, this is getting interesting. Vale has overtaken Raid in the number of cups officially, and whether APA or A1M1 will overtake Raid tonight is going to be interesting to watch. Endgame dropping down to the 5th position and they're still pretty solid in the top 8, I have to say, but they have to be mindful for the future Pro Skill tournaments. They don't want a repeat of that happening tonight on other days. But APA or A1M1 could overtake Raid if they finish 3rd tonight, because APA is against, let me find out, APA is against ASP, it's a winnable match for them. A1M1 against Phoenix, another winnable match for them. Raid, not sure if Endgame's going to show up with 7th. If they do, Raid could be out of top 8. That's not nice, obviously. And Sparta will be, you know, staring straight through at that top 8 opportunity. If they win against Immortals first team tonight, they will overtake Phoenix. So let me do the math. If they get first place tonight, let's generate this bracket. Let's generate the leaderboard. And yes, they will overtake Phoenix and Rackham if they get the first place tonight, and they will be in the 10th place, and they will be really close. And then all that depends on the last 2 previous skill tournaments. I would say Sparta, Phoenix, Rackham can all easily be in the top 8 if one of the clans in the top 8 are slipping up, but I'm very sure it's going to be between these 9 clans: BPS, Loca, Immortals, Jones, Endgame, Veil, Raid, APA, and A1M1. And BPS and Loca are still maintaining their perfect record to the previous skill tournaments. I mean, E7 earned. E7 currently has 21,692 cups. And if Ray and Loki and BPS finishes first tonight, they will also have this number of cups. Interesting. I have no idea what to expect from this. I think it will be very exciting to watch. Top 8 for the EU server. 9 clans that are fighting for the top 8 positions. I think my top 8 could change. Do you have a feeling? I don't know, APA and A1M1 and Raid potentially. I mean, Blue wants to get that pro avatar. I mean, I don't think he has one yet, but such a good opportunity for Raid, for him to finally get that prestigious pro avatar. Let's hope it's going to be the case, or maybe he will have to wait for another time. But here we go. 15 more minutes to go, so I think I don't have time to analyze. So sorry, very sorry about this. Just going to change. Immortal first team, we are following next in the final. Okay, so while we wait, let me get my revenge on the with the 260. I feel like I was robbed the win. So let's go. Okay, let me try. Oh, hello, Death Star. Oh. The inaccuracy definitely got it. So, good lucky there. But I got it. Oh, I'm just here. Hello. And you get trapped. Let me take care of you. For now. Yeah, we can say goodbye to you here. And next, IS-7. Oh, are they coming in one by one? Yeah, the armor definitely improved. Yeah, I would have penetrated that lower part. Yeah, it's a bit impenetrable in the sides now. There we go. That 263 is blocking it. But no, it's not the case now. Let me get the chieftain out of the way. Oh, they will get it. They will get it. They should have it. Yeah, they will have it. And the fortress next. Next battle will start set on the lounge, I think. In a lounge. Lol. Sting's like, oh, it's sad. Sting's sad now because he can't, you know, be there to celebrate the victory against Angen 3-0. But that won't be counted to the power rating here because Endgame showed up with only 6 players. So that won't be included, as well as the calculation for the Thomas Peterson and also for Thomas Peterson. It won't be counted there. Brilliant. I just need to destroy 2 more tank destroyers, and do I have time? Yes, I have time. I will. Oh, I got first class. Yes. So that means I got the mission done. That's more than required. I just need to get at least second class, but I got first class, so that's better than expected. So what I'm going to do now, I need to kill TDs. I want to play Wolverine, but it's not nice to silk up, you know. I'll play another match of E100. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm just going to plow through this. Well, that was a terribly low row, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I didn't get the stock gun. But this is still a low roll, but it's acceptable. Nope. Good. Hello, bad chat. We're rushing you, and maybe you can eat my HE. Thank you. You're next, Progetto. Any last words here? Go hit. Yeah. Adrenaline. Work it. Yeah, I didn't get to kill TD. I'm sad. Bye bye. E100, why are you coming down? You want a taste of me, isn't it? And here you go. A taste of nothing. Well, that was lame. But we can ram you for a little bit, yes. And to kind of make you a little bit. Oh, we got it. Yep, got it. Good. I think room is up. It's up soon. Oh, why am I getting a lot of second class now? I didn't get to kill a TD. I'm not happy, but I think the room should be up in a minute or so. Maybe we have results for the match for third place. We'll find out now. APA versus ASP, and they're still playing at the moment. Phoenix versus A1M1. Oh, already 4-0 for A1M1, and Phoenix didn't really turn up in the end. They think I don't know if they think like fourth place is enough, but that's not a good scoreline. That's quite a thrashing, and that will affect Phoenix a lot in the power rating. Obviously, A1M1 would earn some power rating from that match. Endgame versus Raid. Oh no! Endgame. I don't think I would include that. I don't think I would include that. I was going to ask Blue whether it's 6 still, but I feel really sorry for Endgame. And the room is up. Good. Immortals versus Sparta. Who would have thought that this is going to be the final we're expecting? But here it is, Group 3 final. Immortals versus Sparta. Me, currently in the United Kingdom, why are you asking? But yeah, that looks really strange. Oh, what's going on? Sparta and Immortals. Let's find out what's going to happen. Albert shot. Will Sparta surprise us all? He surprises us all with a great win against Immortals. This is a best of 7 series. But on paper, you would think that Immortals is a lot better than Sparta. But will Sparta bring home some surprises? But they have. They have. I think this is probably the newer team, a new team. Not really a new team, but you know, with players that are more that are newer to the clan war scene, and I really like to see these clans showing up. The EU server desperately needs some new blood, and if Sparta is the one, then I'm happy that Sparta is going to become the new blood. And I mean A1M was probably another one that is probably also new blood, but I mean they were around here for some time. I think Sparta, some of them were around here for some time, but they're also looking like a new team, so great to see that we are having an inheritance, is it the word? Inheritors. We are seeing inheritors for the EU server. We were all saying that the EU server is going to shrink if we are not seeing any new generation coming in to the clan war scene. But if Sparta is breaking through to the old bastion of the top teams there and the really good players, then Sparta is the clan to watch out for in the future, and next year will be big for them. And I think Sparta, if they continue this trend, which I know that National Hurricane Center loves to use this phrase a lot bit, if this trend continues, then we might see Sparta becoming the next big EU team, and will it begin here? We'll find out tonight. Immortals, they are now going with double M6Os by Sticky and also Max Verstappen. Seems RG is going to spectate instead. Patrol Crew and announced WE100 Days I7, Cora 113 and Max Verstappen in the M6O. Ten more seconds to go. We'll go into the first match on Alpenstadt. Immortals versus Sparta. And I forgot to take a medium tank. Sorry. Hope it's not going to affect too much. I think I'm on the Immortals team. Yeah. Blue team. They are going to be taking. And that's at point, shall we double checking whether I got everything correct. It is everything correct. So rise up. Immortals blue team safe spot going mostly to the BC area, with Sparta going mostly to the A area. I usually say the North spawn has the advantage because look at Vabon going into A straight. We'll get a cap lead for Sparta definitely. And ooh, great reset there. Don't know where happened. Oh, that was actually a blind reset from Sorry I'm Not Sorry. So I have a feeling, I don't know, I don't think Immortals are going to snatch that because they only have one tag there. But Sparta still has the cap lead. And Firewall will be wondering what happened there. But wrong Bao 1 has to be really careful how down there. Because Immortals will be applying pressure. We see multiple times when teams apply pressure onto the defending team, it's usually the point where the defending team crumbles. And Sparta's Immortals trying to get B with double E100. It seems it's going to be successful because Ron Bao1 can't really reset because Max Verstappen is overlooking that area. So not the fault of Ron Bao1 for not taking, not resetting B. Otherwise, he will lose a chunk of hit points, and that's not the situation you want to be in. And currently, Immortals are leading by around 1,000 hit points, and they have the cap lead, so they can stay back and allow Sparta to make the move instead. So this time, oh, where did that come from? Horror now very, very low. I think he overcommitted, and Cora is now killed. Oh, suddenly it's now 7 versus 6 Sparta can feel the heat, can feel the fire. Fabon is now down to 1 shot, and the 50Bs are now chasing. E100 might land a big shell, HE shell onto the side arm of Patrick. That was a big one indeed. Patrick can't go to say. The E100s are looking at that C cap really closely, and they have a substantial hit point pool advantage now. They still are under a gun, but Valon is technically out of the fight. Shots onto Max Verstappen, the 50Bs needs to be careful. Sparta, hit point pushing nicely, but the hit point still in huge favor of Immortals. Stats would be advantageous for Immortals. Sparta, they lost Wooden Warrior first, and they will probably and Immortals probably will lose. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And we're seeing Immortals make a counter push onto the 50Bs. Artvard trying to take Daze out of the fight. Can he do it? Oh no, Daze kills off Artvard before Artvard is able to land his 2 last shells onto Daze. And with Immortals now with more than 900 cap points, with both BMC captured, this is going to be Immortals' game. Max Verstappen is now dead. A valiant effort by Sparta. Nonetheless, here it was a great match from them. They punished Korra for overcommitting, to be honest with you. But as with the 50Bs, the adrenaline was running high. They weren't aware of the E100s. They were trying to gamble on crossing, trying to get C, but inevitably they trapped themselves there. And Sparta lost so many hit points with that 50Bs, and Immortals held their ground, got composed. They got B. That's good. That's good news for them. And they didn't fluster at all, and the first match goes to Immortals, currently leading 1-0. Yeah, Sparta has always been an underdog. So here we go. Sparta changing up, this time going with quadruple M60Os by Patrick, Artvard, Ashia, and Mikhail. Double E100 by Fabon and Rombawan. Get 7 height. Invictus Light with Immortals going with triple M60Os by Sticky, Max Verstappen, and Eat Out. Daze in the biggest like Korra in the 1-3, Pachonkru Eyes 4. Pachonkru's back. Sorry, I'm not sorry in the back chat, and Daze Vickers Light. So this time Immortals going for a softer lineup and Sparta going for a heavier lineup. They're trying to replicate what Immortals did last time with those W100s. Will they do the same thing to capture B and apply cap pressure to Immortals? And let's see what Immortals is going to do. They're actually changing into double IS7 by Pachonkru and Max Verstappen. Let's go. That's a lot of clappers. Clappers. But it's a double P, not a single P. Right. Yes. Hello, Netforce. Good luck to both teams. Yes. Let's go. Yeah, not sure what happened on Endgame's end. We are seeing Korra eat out. Immortals now looking to get A with the double light tanks here. Yes, it's going to be the case. They're trying to get A lot more quickly than Sparta did last time. But if we follow Patrick for now, gonna put some shots into the bat chats. Oh, they won't be happy about this. But the bat chat is tracked. Oh no! Oh no! Now down to 443. Well done to the double M60Os from Sparta. Sorry, I'm not sorry is going to say a huge ouch here. I want to try and go B, but you can't be that naughty at the moment. Sorry, Baoan, big shot into E-downs here. So this is the reason why Baoan didn't peek out to reset B, because that will happen. You might get shot by a lot. I'm very sorry for that reaction just there. So C is going to be captured. And Get Senpai is trying to run away, and Immortals down by more than 2,000 hit points already. Goes on to show, oh, Get Senpai, oh no. Got shot heavily by Immortals forces. Goes on to show how much those double M60s have done, and also that base shell from Bowen onto cut E-Downs. Sparta, definitely, it's their game. They need to make use of that. Korra trying to go back. Immortals looking very spread out at the moment. They need to make use of this huge opportunity to shut this game down. But they are losing hit points to Mikau. Needs some help. Sparta is also not is trying to regroup, but they have to start making a move. They need to start focusing fire. Free for Bond probably didn't get the Mimo to go for Days, but looking for Korra instead, and Mikau is still looking at Days, but it's going to be Ashi getting off Korra instead. Sparta is closing in. They're retaining the hit point pool advantage, and someone's on fire. Patrick was on fire. The next time they might be going for is Sticky. Big shot from Bowen onto Sticky. Not that big, but it will be sufficient. Ashi coming from behind. It was a bounce onto Sticky, and that will kill off Sticky with that last shell in the clip. Days trying to push shells now. I think he will be a bit helpless here. Get some hide. 1 versus 1 against Days. Here we go. Get some hide. No, Days is running away. We get some hide looking to push shells into Days. It's a miss though. 6 versus 5. Hit points are now neck and neck. There is still a chance Immortals could still take it. Sorry, not sorry, is now dead. E now still surviving, but it's on drum reload. One shot in, and will be killed by Ashia. Mikau and Ashia, one shell left on the clip. They're going for Max Verstappen next. Ashia will be lining up that shell. Artvard is still reloading at the moment, but Max Verstappen, big bounce onto Artvard. It's also a bounce from Artvard onto Max Verstappen. Count avoid to bounce more shells now. They definitely want to win this one. Oh, big shell from Bawan onto Max Verstappen. 6 versus 2. Surely Immortals won't have this one. Max Verstappen now dead. And Days is near the enemy spawn. No idea what he could do in this one. And there we go. Days is killed. Sparta 1-1. It is going to be now. Great job to Sparta. Perfect start for them. That was perfect start. I think Immortals kind of overestimated. I'm not sure if it's overestimation. But very unfortunate to lose so many hit points in that back chat, although that tank did more than 2k in the end. So he made up for this. So that's not a big problem. Immortals kind of fell apart after losing so many hit points at the start. And we are now on to Desert Sands. This is going to be interesting. Immortals and Sparta. Sparta living up to, not really living up to the well, not living up, but more to do with overperforming at the moment. And that's really good. Great to see Sparta doing very well at the moment. That last match was a great match. And I think everyone would love to go back and watch that match again. Such a good start for Sparta. And can they continue it to this match on Desert Sands? It's a lot more broadly. It's a lot dependent on the. It's a lot more dependent on your individual skills. And on paper, Immortals will have that advantage, but Sparta, they would need to rely on strategies, their decision making, and also their focus fire. Immortals. Definitely, they have the advantage with the Crown Wars experience and also their individual skills, and they're now going to be taking a pattern, double IS7 and also double M60, one E5 and Vickers Light. We count 4-202 quintuple M60s for Sparta, and Get Senpai in Vickers Light. Chog Crew back on the subs bench, Wooden spectating as well. Yeah, I was surprised at the start, but now seeing how strong the side armor of i7 is, I do see i7 now becoming more of a meta choice, and to kind of, you know, compete with IS4 as the main choice, the main default choice for heavy tank. It also has better speed, but not that good with the gun though. So we'll see. red team, once again, will be Sparta on the south spawn, with blue team Immortals on the north spawn. Sparta, they have the momentum. Can they keep it Can they keep it going? We'll find out now. Let's follow Daze for now. Daze, the biggest light, will be spotting up tanks from the desert. Yep, here we go. Big Cow trying to land a shot, but it didn't really connect. Daze. Maybe you could spot up maybe you could put shells. No, don't think so. Rombao crossed. No one has taken any hits so far. I mean, any damage so far. And A will be captured by Daze. And here you go, Sparta. The tanks M60. I think Daze is sensing some trouble here. I think has memories on that bad chat getting eviscerated at the start. Good idea here. The M60s are rushing into the forces of Immortals. Oh, we're seeing a big push coming in. Ashia gets eviscerated by Immortals forces already. And that first kill can be very important, but Sparta made no delay to make a push now. Max Verstappen could be taken out very soon. And Rombao is on a drum reload. They're seemingly ignoring Max Verstappen at the moment, but Patrick has been taken out. Free ball going in at the front. I don't know why, because it's not well supported. Max Verstappen is now dead. Rombao won, and Mikhail still staying very far behind. And ARWV, good shot and Stakey, but Sparta is starting to fall apart with their setup. They are now isolating themselves. Immortals doing really good here. ARWV looking for, I think, wrong target. I think it was not intentional here. Looking for Stakey, and it was a kill in the end. And Daze is also killed. 3 versus 4. Hit points in huge favor of Immortals right now. That shot from Mikhail didn't quite penetrate. It was a splash in the end. Get Senpai is now killed. It's now 1 versus 4. Rombao, can he do the unthinkable and win this one? I don't think so. But Immortals, quite close. Very clinical. Very ruthless. Onto those double M60s of Sparta, despite Sparta making a move right after, wasn't enough to give them back the lead, and they pretty much panicked and lost their formation. And that was such a quick win for Immortals, bringing it to 2-1 now. And here we go. Sparta 3 tanks, 3 more in 2k. Immortals 4 tanks, 3 more in 2k. Obviously, you have to feel very sorry for both Ashia and Patrick, not doing a lot because they got taken out so quickly. They probably think that it could kill someone on A, but not. But Immortals just, you know, great sixth sense from Daze, ran away promptly. Would have been catastrophic. Would have been like what happened last in the second match on Alpine Start, had he not run away quickly enough. Great call from Daze here. And that kind of inspired Immortals to continue, and Immortals now once again leading 2-1. Sparta can do a lot of amazing stuff, but let's look at ASP versus APA, and it ends 4-1 for APA. They will get to 3rd place. Here we go, that's a sense. 2-1 so far for Immortals. Sparta definitely feeling the momentum going, but can they maintain that? Stain wishes that he could play, but he's not playing at the moment. He's going to be on the sidelines, wishing Sparta good luck. Thank you, Ionut. Thank you for the nice words here. Hopefully you can drop a like if you haven't already. Immortals this time on the south spawn with Sparta on the north spawn. Are we seeing a big brawl fest once again near A? I'm getting a lot of messages. So here we go. A, Immortals with Korra. Maybe getting some spots. Oh, Sparta going the other way instead, going for C. Usually, you would have the advantage going for the desert side instead of the city side because it's a lot harder to defend the city. But let's see if Sparta can prove us wrong. Korra didn't quite connect to Mikau. And it's the Projecto. Very interesting choice, but it's Clipper. And now that Clippers are getting the love from the Clan Wars teams, we haven't seen a lot of TVPs though. We might see it in the future, but it seems Projecto is coming back to the meta. Because it's the only autoloader, only medium autoloader in this game. We're now seeing Immortals already making a counter, already making a rotation. C will be under lots of action very soon. Immortals, Max Verstappen going in first. But the rest of the Immortals forces are going to join in soon. Great shot into Get Senpai and Ashia. Great shot into Max Verstappen, but Sparta powering up on C as well as Immortals. This will descend into Pandemonium soon. And this will become tumultuous very quickly. Ashia taking a lot of hit from Immortals. And it's now going to be a 7 vs 7 with Sparta looking for E-Rounds. This is going to be the first tank down. Hit point still in favor of Sparta. Sparta might be coming on top of this one. They are now trying to swarm into the forces of Immortals. It's all about the focus fire. Patrick is now dead. Max Verstappen is going to be taken out soon, but probably... sorry, I'm not sorry. That was a pig's bite earlier on, but it's Asha taken out soon. Fairborn is on the drum reload. Arva almost reloaded, but would not be the one killing off. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Rombawan now very low. Max Verstappen is now dead. Hit points neck and neck. Sticky on fire. That fire could be so important, and it's definitely going to help a lot. Rombawan dead. Sticky also out of the fight. 4 vs 3. Sparta looking for Algae next. Algae trying to run away, but will be stopped by Vabon. Vabon not allowing Algae to go anywhere. I'm sorry, Algae. Vabon is not happy about you. He's going to take revenge on you. Get Senpai needs to run away. Chased by 2 really healthy mediums. And finally, can they take out Algae? They finally did take out Algae, and they're still really close. Hit points still neck and neck. 3 vs 2. Sparta still has the upper hand, but Get Senpai takes a big hit from Days. This is cat and mouse, and we are on a big ping. They're just pinging, and I'm not sure if my game has pinged out. I know. Days taking a big hit. Big Cow also taking a big hit. Actually, if it continues this way, I hope the internet is not acting up right now. Immortals could have it. Oh, big ram! Great ram from Webbon onto Korra. Thank you, Sloan. And 2 vs 1. Can Days do it? Days, it's all or nothing. Mikhail on to Days. 3 for Bond. Days trying to get C. We're actually circling around that building. I don't know what's going to happen. This is really close. Come on. Sparta, do it. Days could actually kill off Mikhail. Or maybe he would go for B. I don't know. Great shot into 3 for Bond though. 3 for Bond. Hit happens still with Sparta though. They have to wait a few more seconds. But Freeborn killing off Days, bringing it to 2-2. Phenomenal stuff from Sparta. They held their ground well. Immortals attempted for a rotation, I think kind of overestimated themselves. Didn't really quite shut down, didn't quite really focus fire nicely. And for pretty much the majority of this match, Sparta has the gun advantage. Sparta did better, in my opinion, with the focus fire. Immortals, not as good. 4 tanks doing more than 2k for both teams. It was so close. It could have gone anyway. It could have gone anyway. Every which way. You could have gone to Immortals, to be honest with you. Now, match point. We're not seeing any match point right now. It's 2-2. Oh my lord, I am very stoked to see such thing happening. Oh, please don't spend every single credit on your credit card. Remember, I don't want it to be under huge debt. Oh, thank you very much, Slow once again. Bananas, good. Bananas. Oh, please don't overspend. Thank you very much. It's really close. Ah. Gosh, I'm so happy that it's happening. It's getting. I'm so happy. This is fire. Do we have any more results coming in? Actually, let's look at other matches, other groups. Loka versus Fail second team. 4-0 for Loka. Quickly, BPS versus Jones. Come on, load, load, load. Load. No! No! Gonna get it just in time, but Loka 4-0 against second team of Vale. Oh, definitely Vale second team overperformed tonight. Got enough cups for Vale's first team. They got their, they have the lifeline. It could still be Vale here, but they have to thank Vale second team for saving their asses, to be honest with you. They should not once again turn up with not enough players in the next two previous skill tournaments, otherwise you never know whether the second team of Vale is going to go that far once again. But here we go, Immortals, blue team going for A probably, and Sparta, red team going for C. TVP, probably the first time we are seeing double of them, two of them work for Sparta. There you go, Cora going for A. And some misgendering here. C is going to be captured by Sparta first. And Immortals. Trying to size grab the no. Give me some to my paper. No. Capture no. A is going to be captured, and it's going to be Sparta once again with a cap lead. Let's see how Sparta is going to defend this time. Last time it worked well because Immortals kind of imploded while rotating. Let's hope Immortals is not going to implode, but they are once again doing a quick rotation. I think the rhythm is quick. The rhythm is quick, so Immortals probably wasting no time even trying to blind fire that bush. It's going to hit the historical building, so shame on you, please. This is protected by the UNESCO heritage. Don't want to destroy UNESCO heritage buildings. It's a wild, a heinous, heinous violation. Don't do it. Get Senpai going for B. I think it's a bit. I think redundant, but could be auxiliary. Could be very crucial to the late game stages. And Get Senpai will get B. I think will be. No, gets shot by a lot. That really didn't pay off. They lost the tank already. Sparta, that gamble didn't really pay off. They don't have to do that. Don't understand why they did that. And Immortals once again back with a hit point advantage. They are now marching towards the defensive setup of Sparta. Sparta needs to regroup. Immortals now pincering the TVPs and the AMX50Bs. They are very, very soft. So good choice here from Immortals. Looking at sorry, I'm not sorry. Great shot onto Patrick. Great kill there. And probably next tank down will be sorry, I'm not sorry. This is descended into Doc's dinner. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Still one shot and will be killed by 351. 351 on the drum reload. Will be bowing out of this. Yes, it will be the case. Cora is now dead. 4 versus 5. They need E-downs out of the way here, but the Clippers are still reloading at the moment. It is going to be the case. They will find Sticky next. Asha is now dead. This is still close though. Mikau needs to land that last shot. He does. Trying to run away probably, but Sticky's almost reloaded. Artfar still reloading. Landing the first shell probably. Yes, first shell in. But Sticky will kill off Mikau, I would say. Artfar not shooting Mikau. And Artfar looking for another tank. Oh, took a lot of hits there. And couldn't connect to Sticky with Ron Bawan dead. Immortals also got 3 caps, meaning they will get the 5th match. 3-2, and match point is going to Immortals right now. I forgot to change. my overlay, but you got to see the mini map, so that's not going to matter too much. Immortals, 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Sparta, 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Great stuff. Great stuff, I have to say. I just have to change my overlay in the next one. Immortals now going with double 1-3, an IS-4, and a T-185 days, E-100, Sticky M60 Kron will be played by RG. Sparta going with quadruple M60s, double mouse, and an IS-4. I don't think that gamble paid off last time. They should not do it again because they have the cap lead. They don't need B. And Immortals punished Sparta really hard for that. And already they lost so many hit points, and it's pretty much impossible for them to bring it back. Is that one of your best strats out to be reviewed? I don't know if that tag to be is part of your strat. I don't think that was part of the strat. I think that was a big gamble. It didn't really pay off. And I definitely changed my overlay this time, and showing at the top it's Sparta 2-3 against Immortals at first team, sorry. This is going to be Immortals going to the C side here, and Sparta also going to the C side. And I think we will see another big draw that's coming in, but Immortals with the match point. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's look at E downstairs. Got spotted. Sparta. Can they bring it to a tiebreaker here? Let's follow Mikau next. Mikau. Great shot into E-Lounge. Great start, but it seems Immortals are going to make a big push. And Mikau with a bounce right here. Puts a good shot into Korra. Oh, Immortals stopped in the push because ARWV is there. But it's a 4 versus, potentially 4 versus 3. Mikau gets rammed by Patron Crew, but Patrick ramming into Patron Crew after this has descended into Pandemonium once again, but a big, huge advantage going into Immortals at the moment, but they lost Patron Crew as well. Asha needs to get out of the way because it's going to be the focus for Immortals. They need E-Downs out of this next. Ron Bowen's trying to connect with the rest of Sparta team, but E-Downs going to make a good shot into Mikau, and E-Downs dropping the reactive armor at the perfect time. Will be killed now. It's now going to be 5 versus 5. Hit points still in huge favor of Immortals, but guns are close. Guns are equal. Mikau is pretty much out of this fight, but the Mouses are still really healthy. Can they make a difference though? It's going to be hard, but never say never. But with Arceus now, that get Senpai there is dead as well, and also Mikau is dead. It's now 2 versus 4. Double Mouse against the rest of the Immortals forces. That push from Immortals definitely worked. In the end, I think Mouses was a little bit out of the fight for pretty much the entirety of the brawl. I think some bounces from Sparta also didn't help. Immortals just was a bit more clinical here. Ron Bawa got stuck in the mouse. Maybe Days as well. And would be getting out of here. No. Days is just trampling onto Ron Bao 1, and it was a big GG in the end. Days got stuck. Doesn't matter here. GG to both teams. Sparta definitely played their hearts out in the end. Immortals just was a lot more experienced with Clan Wars. But Sparta, this is very promising stuff. I really wish them all the best in the next 2 previous skill tournaments, but they have a lot to look forward to. Really great stuff overall. Immortals played. It was an expert display by both teams. I love to see that. Immortals 5 tanks doing more than 2k, and Sparta 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Sorry, not sorry. I'm very sure that BB was definitely not part of Sting's plan, so... Sting is mad. Sting is mad. Oh, but everything. But we finished because we have results of Jones versus BPS. It ends 4-1 for Jones. Well done to Jones. That means Loka remains the only team that is in the that has a perfect track record in the previous skill tournaments season so far. Well done to Jones. And yes, Immortals, first team 4-2 against Sparta. And here are the final results for you. Just going to go through one by one. Group 3, we have Immortals first team 4-2 against Sparta. Raid 4-0 against Endgame. Group 1, we have Loka 4-0 against Veil's second team. APA 4-1 against ASP. And finally, Group 2, we know that Jones 4-1 against BPS in the match for third place. A1M1 4-0 against Phoenix. And this is the result here. Not sure what happened to Phoenix. Was that a technical victory? Can't be sure. And let's look at the final scoreboard after the performances tonight. Sparta played their hearts out, and I mean, huge credits to the sportsmanship here. They really put up a good fight, and they should be happy about that. Meanwhile, Jones, first place in their group, with Immortals also first place in their group, and also Loka first place in their group. The final table. If Sparta wins, I'm donating €5 tomorrow. They didn't win, so don't need to donate. Don't break your word. Don't sell your kidneys for my stream. It's not worth it. Don't do it, please. The number of cups. Concluding tonight, we have Loka first place with 21,692 cups. VPS Immortals tied 21,278 cups. Jones fourth place, 21,072 cups. Endgame remains to be in the fifth place, 20,648 cups. Veil now in the sixth place after amazing display by Veil, 20,364 cups. Raid 20,224 cups. APA and A1M1 tied 20,018 cups. Phoenix 9th at 10th place. Rackham 11th. Sparta unfortunately would not overtake Phoenix and Rackham tonight. They will still be in the 12th position, but it bodes well for their future proof of skill tournaments. And ASP 13th, RAP 3 14th, Red Team 15th, and TTT 16th. So thank you all for watching, following my stream tonight, and hopefully we got some good viewership in the end, and hopefully you were amazed by the amazing display by both Sparta First Team and Immortals. Great games. I'm really happy I am following Group 3 tonight. Thank you for both teams. It was a lot of fun commentating those matches. And especially for Sparta, I wish you all the best for the future seasons. Lots of potential, lots of promise. Hope we will see Sparta competing the odds of Endgame, Loka and BPS soon. For now, it's been a pleasure once again following the previous skill tournaments. One-on-one's helper, signing out. Have a good evening. Bye for now.